Hello everyone, Switch Double here. This video is about the crystal ponies of the Crystal Empire. Ever since when I first saw the episodes about when the Crystal Empire was first introduced and later on in series, and then even realized there were no Pegasi, unicorns, only Earth ponies. But here's another thing: is the crystal ponies a different kind of ponies compared to the rest of the Equestria? Or are they in fact the same type of ponies that lives like the rest of the kingdom, or like the rest of Equestria, but they just have a different appearance from the Crystal Heart? But since there aren't any unicorns or even Pegasi in the Crystal Empire, so here's the question to me: why did you just Earth ponies in Crystal Empire? Well, the only theory I could come up with: what if what if the Crystal Empire was settled down by a group of Earth ponies only? Perhaps that this city was in fact settled down, colonized, or just founded some time after the foundation of the Equestria. Maybe that the Crystal Empire was founded by a group of Earth ponies who wanted to build a new city. Maybe they wanted to spread out and acquire in a new kingdom, and that they found a place where they want to call home. So they found it was to be later supposed to be the Crystal Empire. And that since ever since, the entire city has only been populated by Earth ponies. But here's another thing though. There was only two unicorns in the entire history of Earth, the Crystal Empire. Hope, Radiant Hope, a friend of Sombra, and Princess Amor, the first ruler of the Crystal Empire, the long ancestor to Princess Cadence. But except from them, there has only been Earth ponies in the Crystal Empire. But let's assume that the entire kingdom, or at least the city itself, was only settled by Earth ponies from the beginning. In the beginning, there were probably only a small community, like in Starlight Glimmer's old village. Small, maybe a couple of houses until over years it grew to this big city. So let's assume that only that Earth ponies had traveled from a known destination, from an original place, and they want to find a new place where they can call home and to expand the culture, maybe just start a new city. What if that this group of Earth ponies found a spot in the northern Equestria near where the current Crystal Empire is located? At some point, they decided this would be the place for them to stay, so they decided to build their new home, which they later to be the Crystal Empire. I know this is a bit of a far stretch to be asked, but let's assume if that was possible. I mean, consider from that the Crystal Empire, all we have seen is only Earth ponies. Even though there are Crystal ponies, but still is Earth pony. And if there's a possibility that all the city itself was founded by a group of Earth ponies in the past, perhaps sometimes after the foundation of Equestria. The only thing I can come up with is that the group of Earth ponies decided to move on and try to find a new place to settle, to maybe build a home. I don't think they were expecting this small community to grow up to a big city and later to be as a home to the Crystal Empire in the first place. I mean, I don't think that they have no idea about that could happen. But I do strongly believe that Crystal Empire was founded by a group of Earth ponies in the past, sometimes after the foundation of the Equestria. But here's another thing. If there was only Earth ponies, and during the time before the entire city vanished by the curse of Sombra, why didn't any Earth ponies or KSI or Unicorn move to Crystal Empire? Because we have no idea why. Perhaps, perhaps they. I don't. But here's one other thing, though. I don't think the ponies, the founders of Crystal Empires, had any judgments against allowing any unicorns or Pegasi to live in their city. Because this, if the Crystal Empires founded sometimes after the foundation of Equestria, that would mean that both the three tribes were living in harmony but together. So maybe that the Earth Ponies decide, maybe a group of Earth Ponies want to find a new place to build a new home. Maybe they just want to build a new settlement, and they found that place, and later to be the Crystal Empire. But they are in fact at least one Pegasi in Crystal Empire, which is Flash Sentry, and also one unicorn, and which were Shining Armor. But only from the past of the entire city's history, it is a big mystery. But I do strongly believe that the city was founded by a group of Earth ponies. After all, since the majority of the population of the Crystal Empire is just in fact Earth ponies, even they are in their crystal form or normal form. But I do strongly believe that this city could have used to be founded by Earth ponies in the past. Makes sense if the majority of the population is Earth ponies. Even though that even that in fact the city itself was vanished for 1,000 years. And every ponies who lived in the Crystal Empire, it seems to not having aged at all. Since the Crystal Empire vanished and appeared once again later on, and after a millennia, the ponies who lived in Crystal Empire prior to the city's disappearance and after it appeared hadn't even aged a single day. It is perhaps possible that the city itself had ended up in some sort of limbo like the old pillars of Equestria did. I mean, it makes sense. So, but even that makes sense to me that the entire city was founded by a group of Earth ponies in the past. But if you have your own opinions about this, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, subscribe, leave a comment, and as always, this is Switch Diablo over and out.